Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be about, this is my article page, okay? Hi, I'm Queen of Fertility. Nice to meet y'all. I'm back, okay? Um, so let's begin. This is very important, okay? This is about, the article we'll be doing today, y'all, is about the murder of JonBenét Ramsey. JonBenét Ramsey. Y'all should know about the Persian girl that got killed by her family, okay? Before I begin with the article, her mother is Gina Hall and her dad is Jeffrey Dahmer, okay? This is before he started killing. I mean, he was already killing, but it before, they the one who killed her. And her side of the family, the KKK side of the family, they killed her, okay? They brought her back in with my daughter Blood, Jill, okay? I actually went up against her in the pageant. A lot of girls did, okay? But she won, though. But it was a secret. She was a boy, actually, okay? So she did win. She was going to win anyways. But then her penis came out during the pageant. But the judges did not care, okay? They still gave her the crown. But her grandmother, Caroline Bryan, her side of the family, they wasn't having that. They felt like they felt like the judges gave her the crown because they felt sympathy for her. But she was gonna win anyways, okay? This is her if y'all don't know who she is. And I'm gonna tell you what she goes by now. Not no more. She deceased. And she's actually the one who was wearing my bodysuit as Jania Meshell, okay? She's the one wearing my bodysuit as Jania Meshell, okay? But she's also OG3, okay? That was working with Young Boy, but he was never working with us, okay? We had to put him in the video. If y'all know who OG3 is, this is him. He was like one of the, he was like an agent or something. That's why he was around us, okay? He looked like this at first. I mean, this still him, but he was wearing my bodysuit, okay? Which is JonBenét. He was real. His real persona, his real self is JonBenét Ramsey, okay? He also the ones who participate in ransom notes as well, okay? Can y'all tell the difference? I'm gonna put them all three together. Okay, even when he in my bodysuit, okay? So let's begin. What happened that Christmas became one of the most notorious and unsolved cases of modern times. I want to be a doctor or a nurse to help people get well, JonBenét Ramsey said. It was Christmas 1996. No, it happened in the 80s, but she came back in 96 though with my daughter Blood, okay? Remember they had all the dead bodies they done killed of their family members, they brought them back, okay? I'm just gonna read. If I have to stop, I will. It was Christmas 1996 when a panic phone call was made from the resident of Passy and John Ramsey to 911 emergency services, stating their daughter JonBenét was missing. At the time of this case, the 24-hour news cycle was not as immediate as it is today. And with it being the week between Christmas and New Year's, stories were notoriously slow in breaking. However, in the case of a young white pageant girl from a wealthy family, the news was picked up quickly by the outlets of the day and rapidly traveled to all corners of the globe. What followed became one of the most notorious and unsolved cases of modern times. The Ramsey family, on the 6th of August 1990 in Atlanta, Georgia, about my little cousin Frel. JonBenét was born to parents Patsy and John Ramsey. With her mother's training, JonBenét started to compete in children's beauty contests from an early age, winning multiple titles, including Little Miss Colorado Sunburst in 1995. Patsy Ramsey, born Patricia Paul in 1956, was a former pageant performer herself, winning Miss West Virginia in 1977. Attending West Virginia University, Patsy graduated with a BA in journalism in 1978. 2 years later, Patsy married JonBenét's son, Bucky, was born in 1987. See, they telling you that she's really a boy, okay? John Ramsey, 13-year-old Patsy Sr., was born in 1943 in Nebraska. In 1966, Adam dates, he joined the Navy as a Civil Engineer Corps officer in the Philippines in Atlanta. Before meeting Patsy, John already had 3 grown-up children with his ex-wife. The marriage ended when John had an affair with a co-worker, a man, okay? In 1992, John's daughter Beth was killed in a car accident in Chicago, age 22. In 1899, Ramsey formed the Advanced Product Group, which later merged with several other companies to become Access Graphics, a computer services company that became a subsidiary of aerospace, defense, and technologies industry giant Lockheed Martin. John was given the role of CEO and president of Access Graphics, okay? Yeah, it's like, anybody get a ransom note, he's writing it, okay? They writing it, he's writing it. And you see him in young boy videos. He watching my son. Why you think he sent his dad Jeffrey to try to get my son, young boy? Okay, my friend. Okay. After the birth of JonBenét, all of them actually, everybody that's in the 3800. I mean, everybody that's in 38. Okay, 38 baby. Okay, yeah. My video just cut off 'cause I got an ammo alert. Okay, I'm gonna put it together. The family owned 2 private jets, a yacht, and a holiday home in Michigan. Yeah, I gotta get them off on this phone. Okay, blue. Okay. They was, they side was rich, yeah, cause they kill a lot of people. So yeah. Okay, their net worth in 1999 was reported to be $6.4 million. Okay, this also them. Okay, in the pictures. Okay, so they probably got another son or something. The kidnapping. It was Christmas Day in Border, and the Ramsey family had spent the evening at the home of their nearby friends, Fleet and Priscilla White, before returning home before 10 p.m. when JonBenét was put to bed. At 5:30 a.m. on the 26th of December, the family awoke to catch a private flight to their second home in Michigan. Patsy went to start breakfast for the family and a few steps from the bottom of the spiral staircase. She discovered a ransom note written to John and demanding $118,000 for the safe return of his daughter. So this all a scam, this all a scheme, this all a setup, okay? For attention. It's also told that Ramsey not to contact the police and that they will be in contact between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. that day. So this is when ransom notes was buffed. Okay? They buffed it, okay? Patsy called 911 shortly after her discovery and was put through to the dispatcher, Kimberly Ashletta. Ashletta proceeded to take the details of the crime and dispatch officers to the address. From the 911 call, it is evident that Patsy intended to hang up the phone. However, the call remained connected and allegedly continued to listen. Police arrived at the Ramsey's home, and due to the Christmas holidays, seasoned officers were at home, leaving less experienced officers to deal with the apparent kidnapping in the meantime. The Ramsey called their friends, the Wrights, to help with the search for JonBenét. They arrived shortly after the police and were allowed to enter the house. At around 7:30 a.m., John left the living room to secure the ransom money for the kidnappers. Okay, they were trying to see will y'all actually do it, and yes, people actually pays the money. Okay, so they keep the money. Okay. At 10 a.m., the police secured JonBenét's bedroom to keep it from contamination. And about, see, contamination, they trying to tell you that Jeffrey Dahmer, her dad, okay? And so he is not what y'all really think he is, okay? I think when they killed her, he got younger to look like Jeffrey Dahmer because he was really old like that. Or something like that. And at around the same time, the FBI arrived to wiretap the Ramsey's phone. And he also used to jump in people's bodies to be buffed as well. At this point, the window of time the kidnappers had claimed they were called had been and gone. The FBI left the scene shortly after, which we did, but left an additional officer with the Ramseys. Detective Linda Antip from Border Police Department suggested that John kept himself busy by searching the house. I'm also seeing they actually killed her on stage. So they killed her in front of all of us and stopped us with magic. So this how they really talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, okay? John and Flea White eventually found JonBenét in the basement just after 1 p.m. She was wrapped in a blanket with duct tape over her mouth and a garment tied around her neck with a paintbrush that had been loosed for leverage. 6 years old, JonBenét was dead, okay? He came back mixed or whatever they trying to say. They still claimed him though. John carried her body upstairs and placed her on the floor. The police subsequently moved her body to a sofa where she remained until she was taken away by the coroner at around 8 p.m. The coroner concluded that JonBenét was killed by electrical strangulation and cranocerebral injuries. She had multiple abrasions to her neck, cheek, legs, and other body parts. She also noted that there was blood in JonBenét's underwear. The family home. The Ramsey home in Border, down here in TK, maybe, I don't know, I'll hear that, was a 7,000 square foot, 4-story home with 5 bedrooms, multiple staircases, and a large basement that spanned the underneath of the house. This is the house. The basement was partitioned into several smaller rooms. A brand new crane set was built on a table in its own space, and the children often played down there. And they trying to be funny. It was also used for storage filled with old paint cans, arts and crafts, and decorations. Okay, people. There was a room to the northwest of the basement with a window with a previously broken window pane. Okay, so she been killing. They been killing then. She was even killing. The pane was never fixed because John often locked himself out of the house, and it was an easy way in. The window is how police believe the kidnappers gained entry to the property. They did that. They left it open. A suitcase was positioned under the window, which was thought to have helped the intruders get back out the window. They also say us coming in to check gave us points, okay? Gave them points to hurt us or something like that. You know how they think. JonBenét was found in the room loose at a wine cellar on the other side of the basement. The room was windowless and had one door in and out. The murder. JonBenét was strangled and hit in the head with an unidentified object, while the murder weapon had never been found. A few objects had been called up for debate. We found them now. A metal baseball bat was found by the butler's door later on in the search, but this could have been placed there by one of the staffs on the property. However, they were found to be the carpet fibers from the basement on the back. Another object in question is the flashlight on the kitchen counter, the head of which was consistent with the shape of the injury found on JonBenét's head. Okay. Yes, he even still got that on his back of his head, okay. The suspects. Yeah, pay attention to the videos when y'all see him in there with us, okay? We like, what the fuck? Okay, he like a spy, okay? The suspects. Over the years, various people had confessed to the murder of JonBenét Ramsey. All of us, yeah, basically. Gary Olivia is a convicted pedophile, currently serving a 10-year sentence in Colorado for possession of child pornography. He called a former classmate on the 26th of December, stating he hurt a little girl. The friend said, I tried to get more information out of him. I immediately called the border police department and told them what I knew about Gary and that he had told me just days earlier. They didn't get back to me. 3 days later, I called the police again to find out what was going on in the investigation of Gary, but instead, I was sent to the police answering machine, set up for tips on the JonBenét case. I left a message on the recorded line, and again, I never heard back from the investigators. Another suspect was John Carr, Karr, a teacher living in Thailand. Okay, talking about Jeffrey Dahmer's dad. Carr confessed to killing JonBenét in 2006. Or talking about a young boy, somebody like that. Or Jill, yes, Carr. Okay, because the blood of Jill brought her back. And at the time, he was also connected with child pornography charges in America. He was extradited back to the U.S., but there was no evidence linking him to the crime. It was later acknowledged that he hasn't confessed. He might have ended up in a Thai prison, known for their poor conditions. The case of JonBenét Ramsey's mother is still unsolved, and while tips can still be phoned into the border police department, over 20 years have passed, and there seems to be no clear conclusion to her death. Or is there? Okay. Then my dad said that's all he want me to get out, okay? Cause I got another article right quick. I gotta get this off my soul, my chest, my heart, and for my daddy, y'all. Okay? Peace.